Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's edition of Super Nitro Racing. We're here at Talladega with the 1987 cars for race one. It's definitely going to be a fun one. Always a crazy combo with the way these cars tend to go flying. Qualifying about to begin in a moment. Take a look at some of the drivers in this session. We got Derek Hitt in the 24 car, Elliot Condra in the 09, Aaron May in the 10, Ryan Wayne in the number 39 machine. Also have Marty Shamela, I believe, making his debut on here. Don't think he raced last time. Bradley Shamela also making a debut. Let's take a look at Aaron May as he qualifies. These cars for this race do have lowered horsepower to try to make them a little more manageable so we can get some green flag racing. From what I was seeing in the practice session, it looks like this could be a really fun combo for everybody. May on the back straightaway during his lap. Let's take a look at Ryan Wayne. He's leaving the pits now. Shamela ripping the top. Oh, Ryan Wayne crashed. How did that happen? Oh, he crashed getting out of the pits. That's a bit of a mistake. Aaron May at the top of the board right now. Not going to be a big field for this first race tonight, but it's probably still going to be fun with the way that these super speedways go. Marty Shamela up to fourth on the board. Ryan Wayne coming around to complete his lap. Actually, he just took the green for his first lap. Right up against the wall trying to build momentum. So, a minute left in qualifying. Hopefully we'll get a couple more drivers filing in. Wayne going to take the green flag for his hot lap. Want to wrap that car along the bottom as tightly as you can. Shortest way around is definitely the best way around when it comes to qualifying. Into 3 and 4. Looking like a pretty fast lap. I don't know if it's going to be enough for the pole, though. That's going to get him 4th on the board. Well, on to the race. Qualifying, not as important on super speedways most of the time, but definitely not as bad to start in the back when you have such a small field. Looks like we're going to have 8 cars on the grid for this first race. Getting the car counts up is definitely pretty high up on the list for this series. I know that it's newer. Wish it could be a little bit higher, but any drivers we can get are appreciated. So, looking at our starting grid, we have Marty Shimela on the pole, Derek Hitt in 2nd, Elliott Condra in 3rd, Ryan Wayne in 4th, Aaron May in 6th, Bradley Shimela, Aaron May in 5th, Bradley Shimela in 6th, and Jeremy Bolt in 7th. So that's the whole field. We should be about to get rolling. I'm not sure if they're waiting for anybody. We'll just let it roll out, see if anyone else is going to hop in. There we go, getting ready to roll behind the pace car. This is going to be interesting. There's not going to be a lot of energy in the pack because of how few cars there are. But there will be more open space on the track for these guys to make moves. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. 3 of the 7 cars in the field are Marty Shimela Motorsports cars. So that the teamwork can definitely be pivotal for this since they make up almost half the field. As we round turn 4, getting ready to throw the green for the first time. Pace car pulls off onto pit road. Side by side into the tri-oval. This is it. Here we go. Through the restart zone, the green flag is out. We are racing for Nitro Night. Marty Shimela to the inside. Derek Hitt to the outside. Shimela's going to get clear as it looks like Bradley Shimela pulling to the inside, and that top line is gone. Only 2 cars left in it. Ryan Wayne going to take it 3 wide to the outside. A little bit of shuffling going on. Pretty organized on the restart. Aaron May takes a look to the outside for the lead. He's going to get stalled beside Condra for second. It's going to be, they're going to get huge runs in this pack. It's just going to be where you take them and if you push the guy in front of you or not. And a little bit dicey there through the tri-oval. They're going to be side by side for the lead. Aaron May going to take it, and he's going to lead lap 1 of tonight's race. Or race 1. Single file for the first 3 cars. Ryan Wayne making a move for 4th in line. Not able to get there. Shimela takes a peek to the outside down the back straightaway. Whoa, contact. Derek Hitt gonna go around. Hard into the wall. Gonna get onto his side. I think we're gonna keep that green. That was a huge hit. And Contra's making a move for the lead on Aaron May. Shamela gonna go with him, give him the push. Completing lap 2 of 25 in this contest. Side by side for second now. Bradley Shamela gonna go up top to help Marty. Jeremy Bolt gonna be behind them, and we got the 3 MCM cars leading the top line. Contra throws the block, and Aaron May all by influence him on the inside. And as soon as they get to the corner, everybody dives to the bottom. Shamela makes a little bit of contact. He's out of control. Somehow manages to not hit the wall. And he's going to go back to the tail end of this line of cars. Aaron May with an aggressive move to the inside. His right side tire, or left side tire is below the yellow line. And we are 3 wide for the lead. Bolt to the inside. Condra to the outside. Aaron May in the middle. They're still 3 wide. Bolt getting swirly on the bottom. Neither one of these drivers want to give up the lead. May gets some momentum off the top line. Not able to clear himself over the bottom. Still side by side. Aaron May gets turned. He's sideways. Trying to save it. Makes contact. And a lot of damage. The front end of Bradley Shamela's car torn off. I don't think Aaron May hit anything. That's a real lucky break for Derek Hitt to get a caution, to get an opportunity to get his laps back. So we take a look at the replay. They're 2x2 down the back straightaway. It didn't really look like a wreck was brewing. Seems pretty calm. And they get into the corner. And it just looks like the 09 takes the air off the 10 there. Bolt swerves to the inside to avoid it. And there's just nowhere to go for both of the Shamelas. A good save by May to the inside. Damaged that Monte Carlo, but still was able to not have a major collision. Let's go back live. It appears that Bradley Shamela has inherited the lead. Actually, Logan Bolt there. Or Jeremy Bolt. Derek Hitt gonna get his laps back here under caution. Well, we made it to lap 5 before things got crazy. Some good racing at the front. These guys are really dicing it up. It's only going to get more aggressive from here. Bolt leading. The 3 MCM cars nose to tail. Pit road opens and everybody's going to go except for Bradley Shamela. Not sure why he wouldn't pit there with that damaged race car. Seems like a questionable decision. Well, the cars in the pits coming to the service of their crews. Looks like Condra's gonna be able to win the race off pit road. You see Bolt exiting the pits. Gotta see if Shamela is gonna pit this time. They get 2x2 down the back straightaway. I believe we're going green next time by. Going to be interesting to see if that 4 of Bradley Chmela holds up the field with all that damage. This driver's starting to get back into formation. Aaron May very far behind. Not sure what's going on there. Well, we're side by side, getting ready to go green once again. Into the restart zone. Green flag is back out. They're heading up through the gears once again here at Talladega. Side by side, pretty organized from the first 2 rows. They're going to be nose to tail. Chmela's car holding up that bottom line a little bit. Going to allow Condra to get clear if he wants to go down there. They're maneuvering around that damaged 4 car. Might be able to keep up in the draft, but I doubt that that car is going to be able to lead a line anymore. Condra leading the inside lane. Got 2 MCM cars on the outside working together. Chmela to the lead. Logan Bolt behind him. Chmela's going to get clear to the bottom as they cross the stripe to complete lap 7 of 8. Or 7 of 25 in this contest. Chmela takes a look to the outside to block any runs. Condra going to try to make a move to the inside. Not enough room, and they are swerving down the back straightaway. Actually, Condra takes the lead from that, and they're 3 wide for second. Ryan Wayne up the track. And Derek Hitt makes a move to the inside. He's going to try to take the lead. Starting to get more aggressive with the pushes. Derek Hitt leading that inside. He tries to go up the block Condra. Condra having none of it. He takes a look to the outside. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead once again, heading into turn 1. The 24 of Hitt getting sideways. Trying to keep that Ford Thunderbird under control. And Bolt is going to take the lead while all this is occurring. Side by side down the back straightaway. Hitt gonna get clear for the moment. Condra into the outside wall. That's gonna stall all of his momentum. He's gonna have to duck back into line. And we are 3 wide for the lead. Marty Chmela to the outside with a power move. He's gonna get clear. Comes back down to the bottom to block that 48. A big move from Marty Chmela to take the lead. Now on lap 10 of 25. And they're 3 wide for second. Contact! Aaron May into the wall hard. And that's going to bring out the caution. A big wreck. Him and Derek Hitt made a horrible collision to the outside wall. Well, this is why you want to save your fast repairs for later in the race. Because that 10 car is killed. We're going to have to take a look at the replay there. Didn't quite catch it. So it looks like Hitt just comes down the track a little bit and nothing either of those guys could do. And the 10 with a humongous collision into the outside wall. Gets on his side. Comes back down onto his wheels. That was a huge hit. See the hood going flying through there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Let's take a look at what Aaron May saw. Just in the middle of 3 wide and nothing he could do. That was a huge hit. You could hear the engine exploding on that Monte Carlo. So we take a look at what's happening now on the track. That was a big hit. Looks like Condra's going to give him some help back to pit lane. Derek Hitt's car is also very damaged there. He even got some damage on the roof from that collision. So it looks like we only have 3 cars on the track right now that don't have severe damage. Those two, Condra and May, working together to get back to pit lane. Nearly wrecks him in the corner there. Always tough when you blow your motor in one of these races. You can't make it back around. I don't think they're going to put it 1 to green this time since we got guys working their way back into the pits. Hit in the pit lane. He might have used his fast repair already. The car still has a lot of damage. Bradley Shamela coming out of the pits with a fresh car. That greatly improves his chances. May finally going to get back to the pits. Not a lot of cars in the field, so we can be a little more lenient with things like this and stall in the race. Oh, and it looks like Derek Hitt's race is over. Too much damage to go on. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to be going green next time by. As they get back into formation 2x2. Condra and May working to get back to the field. I don't know if Aaron May's going to be able to catch up before they get back to the restart zone. Condra might be able to. May's best shot might be a caution if he can't catch up before we're back there. Actually, he's a lap down. He needs a caution. Well, green flag back out in the air. The two MCM teammates side by side. A little bit of a gap between them and third place of Ryan Wayne. Wayne's going to have a big head of steam when they get to the back straightaway. And Bradley Shamela going to make a move to the outside for third. He has help from Condra. Will they be able to get clear? Side by side down the back straightaway. Bradley Shamela trying to take the lead. I don't know if he's going to get clear, and he does. So Bradley Shamela on point for the first time today. 2x2 behind him. Going to have to be very aggressive with these blocks if he wants to maintain the lead. Get a little out of control into the tri-oval. Condra to his outside now, trying to take his position away. 5 cars in the lead draft, and they're getting dicey. Shamela gets a little loose going into the corner. Still has a little bit of an advantage. Very tight racing in this pack. So we have 3 MCM cars on the bottom, and Condra and Ryan Wayne on the top. You know those teammates are going to try to work together. It's going to be hard for Wayne and Condra to get around them. Wayne trying to get to the 09's bumper with a push. Shamela going to try to take the run from them. He's to the outside for the lead. He's actually going to get clear. Shamela drops back down to the bottom, made up 1 position in line, and is going to have the lead. washes up the track a little bit to try to side draft Condra, I believe. Oh, and we make a little bit of contact. Wayne's in the wall. Condra to the lead. They are swapping lanes like crazy right now. Wayne tried to get to the inside there. Looked like he had a little bit of trouble. Eventually able to get clear. And we're back to single file in the pack. Only going to be 10 laps to go this time by. Not a whole lot of time left. Shamela looks to the outside. Not going to have any help. Side by side for second. Just not enough momentum to make anything happen right now. And Ryan Wayne to the outside for the lead. He has a big head of steam. Bradley Shamela going to take a peek to the inside, and they are shuffling the 09 of Condra to the back of the pack. Ryan Wayne now on point. Things are starting to get aggressive. The two Shamelas nose to tail now. Bradley going to get a push from Marty. He's going to take a look to the outside with his momentum. Marty going to try to go with him. A little bit of a side draft there as they cross the stripe. And now Bradley Shamela back in control. Condra looking to the outside. Looks like he's thinking about taking it 3 wide. Not able to do anything. Eventually tucks down to the bottom to give the 39 of Wayne a push. Shamela back to the top. Side by side. 2 sets of cars. We're going to put Ingram in the booth. Ryan Wayne in the lead as we come to 8 laps to go.
Hello.
Welcome to the booth, Ingram.
Hi. I couldn't race this race because my internet went out because construction workers are stupid. But yeah, I'll just commentate the rest of this race and then I'll race next race.
Okay.
Ah.
We've got some pretty good racing happening on the track now. Ryan Wayne trying to defend his lead from Marty Shamela and Elliot Condra. Looks victorious in that battle for the moment.
Marty Shamela to the outside of Ryan Wayne. Elliot goes with him. Elliot's going to make it 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead.
And it worked.
Turn 1. Condra is able to get clear. That was a power move. Only 7 laps to go now. Trying to build momentum in that top line.
The Shamelas try and split Ryan Wayne. Doesn't work.
Wayne hung out to dry. 4 cars nose to tail on the bottom. Wayne all by himself. Get him right up by the wall. Finally getting some help from Bolt. Condra still with the advantage over the rest of these guys. That top line does seem to build momentum better than the bottom lane. As you can see, Wayne with a big head of steam. Gonna get clear of Condra. Gonna be 5 laps to go this time by. A big push coming from the 09 down the back straightaway. They're going to gap the rest of this field by a couple tenths. And Ryan Wayne is really far out there now.
Yeah, they're about to get a big run on him.
The two Shamelas working together once again, trying to build a run. They're going to have a lot of momentum by the time we get to the back straightaway. And Condra with a big push for the 39. And he's going to look to the outside. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Side by side with Shamela on the inside now. And Marty Shamela going to take it
slid up and went to the wall. Marty Shamela up to second. Jeremy Bolt up to third. Here comes Marty to the outside.
Side by side for the lead. 5 laps to go here at Talladega. Ryan Wayne to the inside. Marty Shamela to the outside. It's going to be a drag race into the tri-oval. They're 3 wide for third behind them. They're going to be contact. The 09 of Condra and the 4 of Bradley Shamela get together for a moment.
Does Condra have damage from hitting the wall?
All 5 Monte Carlos in this lead pack really getting aggressive. And Bradley Shamela going to make some contact with the wall coming out of turn 2. We've got some tandem drafting happening for the lead now. Wayne on the inside, Shamela on the outside. Neither one having a good, clear advantage into turn 3.
Marty Shamela with the run on the outside.
He's going to lose his help, though. The only car in the outside lane now. As we come to 3 laps to go this time by. Single file through most of this pack, except for Logan Bolt, who just decided he wanted to be a little bit different there. That's going to hurt him and Bradley Shamela.
Yeah, they're going to lose some time to the leaders. Oh, Ryan Wayne, what a save!
That could have ended badly. Really getting aggressive. Everybody wants to win this race.
Marty Shamela to the inside of Elliott for the lead.
Side by side, heading into turn 4. Only going to be 2 laps to go at the stripe. Wayne trying to build a run with Bolt. He's going to look to the outside.
Here comes Ryan Wayne to the outside. 3 wide for the lead.
Shamela gets a push from Bolt. They're going to be nose to nose at the line.
2 laps to go. Still 3 wide.
Shamela gonna somehow get clear of all that, but the 39 and the 09 back together once again. Those two have been working really well together. Condra's gonna have a lot of momentum by the time they get to turn 3 from that pushing, and he's gonna get clear. 2 by 2 behind him. This is it. 1 lap to go at the line. You can tell everybody wants to win this thing.
Is Elliott too far out? Marty Shamela is going to have a run. White flag, 1 lap to go.
Shamela to the outside.
Shamela clears for the lead.
And he does get clear. Ryan Wayne outside Condra. Wayne looks like he has some momentum. Taking a look to the outside.
Oh, he tries to take it 3 wide. He's in the wall. Logan
side
Paul
by side. Side by side on the back straightaway. Into turn 3. The 09 to the inside. The 8 to the outside. Bradley Shamela getting some momentum. Where's he going to go? They're door to door. Shamela gets turned. He's going to crash hard into the inside wall. Side by side in the tri-oval. Ryan Wayne looking to the outside. Not able to get there.
Marty Shamela wins at Talladega.
What a finish. And we're wrecking across the line. Oh, and a huge hit for Condra. He's barrel rolling down in turn 1. We're going to have to take a look at that. That was a really close finish. It looked like for a moment. Going to be 0.06 of a second on the timing screen. Well, Shamela is victorious at Talladega. A heavily contested finish. I didn't think he was going to get that until the last moment when he got help from Ryan Wayne. As Shamela doing his victory burnout. Marty Shamela getting his first Super Nitro win in his debut race. That was definitely a fun one to watch. Like to see if we can get him in the booth for an interview. In the meantime, let's take a look at that finish. Actually, what happened to Bradley Shamela?
Looks like he just lost it off of turn 4.
Yeah, it's got sideways there. Actually, didn't hit the inside wall, and then had a massive overcorrection and went flying into the outside wall. Could have been a lot worse. Meanwhile, the battle for the finish. Let's see. What camera do I have for this? Yeah, this looks like a good one. Very close finish to end race 1. Shamela getting there by about a car length. About half a car length, actually. Well, that was quite the finish. I'd like to try to get Shamela in the booth. Let's see if we can get him in here. It's a lot easier when we have people to interview to fill in the space between races. Well, we're going to take a look in the booth now between races. As we welcome you to the booth for the first time. Finally got a camera now. We're going to work on getting the next session up. If it would cooperate. So, quite the finish to race 1. Shamela gonna get his first win in the SuperNitro Series. Very entertaining to watch. I'd like to get somebody in here. Let's try to get Elliot Condra in here for an interview. Elliot, it's LDogg up in the booth. Do you got me? Well, what'd you think of that one? That was a pretty interesting race to watch from up here. Yeah, it was definitely... I could see you guys being really aggressive with the runs you were getting. So am I. It was pretty refreshing to see there be a clean run to the finish. Yep. It just came up a little bit too short. Oh, wait. I just realized I messed up. No one could hear you on the stream.
Me, Mom.
I gotta fix that real quick before we fail to interview anyone else. No, it's only when I set it to the camera, because I am such a super genius. Okay, wait, now try talking.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh my goodness, that was like very loud. But I think we got it now.
All right.
Well, I guess we kind of got to restart. In a
Fun
way.
race. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. I guess we're gonna. I didn't mean to butcher that interview for you, but I think we're gonna try to get Marty Shamela in here now.
Nice. Oh, yeah, he's over there. Should bring him in.
Marty Shamela, it's LDogg up at the booth. Do you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, what'd you think of that one? That was pretty aggressive racing. You didn't think you were gonna get it done until the last second.
Yeah, it's just fun racing, small field, great driver, just, had some teammates up there as well, and just got to thank Ryan Wade. He could have pushed Elliott or made it 3 wide, which I'm surprised he didn't do, but he ended up just pushing me, so appreciate that from him, and it was fun to pick up my first Super Nitro Series win in the first start, and yeah, just fun, aggressive racing all the way around. Had a couple cars wreck out early, and it was fun to have Brad Schmeel battling for the lead, and fun to have Logan Bolt up there as well. It's just fun all around. Got to thank you for putting the race on, and we'll try to get them all tonight.
Yep, we're gonna be off to Atlanta for the next one, which. Actually, I've never done Gen 6 at Atlanta. Is there a setup that works for it?
I'm pretty sure there's a setup.
Yeah, it should be Atlanta
Nightmares.
2022.
I see
Oval
quad oval. All I see is quad oval.
Darn, guess that means we got to do the old Atlanta.
We are not doing Old
We
Atlanta.
could try.
Hold on,
Please,
let-
let's do old Atlanta.
No, let's try
Let
the
me figure-
Daytona setup.
Guys, let me figure this out here.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's what we're gonna. Let's try that. I think that'll probably work.
Which one?
Just run into Daytona.
Well, I think the quad oval might be the right one.
Well, would it be the Super Speedway package?
Let me see
Well,
here.
I mean, the package doesn't matter. Like, the
Yeah,
setup doesn't determine the package.
The package is applied automatically based on the type of
Yeah,
track.
I think it's Atlanta quad oval because
Oh, okay. Not a car we
Pretty
usually
sure.
use for this. Okay. I'm gonna set it to nighttime because nighttime is funny to look
all
at.
right, guys, good luck.
Well, there you have it from Marty Shamela, the winner of race 1. We're working on getting everything set up for this next race. It's going to be 40 laps this time. Hopefully some more drivers will show up.
I think we'll get a few. Worst case, last weekend, the Gen 6 was like one of the best races we had.
It really was. Okay,
Well,
We didn't have a ton of cars there, but
I'm going to show up now, so.
Well, Mr. Super Speedway
we're all
merchant
junked.
himself. Okay, everything looks correct. Still getting used to doing these, doing the races. Let's see, how many people do we got watching now? We got 4 viewers.
4.
Not too bad. It's working on getting the session up. We'll switch the broadcast back to that, not the booth, once we do. Which I didn't think about. I forgot to make like an input for the Discord, so when I had you in here, I just assumed I copied and pasted it, so it wasn't picking up anything.
oh, do that. I should make like a dang it, I forgot what it's called. Like a hotkey. That's what I'm thinking of. A hotkey.
Waiting for the session to go up. Anyone you have your eye on this race, or any way you're gonna approach this?
Uh,
Or is it just fun
I'm
for
just
yourself?
gonna like try and go out there and lead all the laps, to be honest.
It's a little bit of longer of a race. Probably still gonna be the same amount of aggression from everybody.
How long is this race? 30 laps. Arca Rockingham will be fun.
Is that what it was supposed to be at. Oh, yes, I did. I don't know why I said 40. I'm contradicting my own thing that I set it to be. Well, I guess you guys can stay up in the booth for the little bit of practice. Wait for drivers to join if you want.
What if I moved Ingram again?
That
Like-
that was annoying because didn't realize it was happening for a minute. I wasn't sure why he kept cutting out.
Like that?
The session is up now. Which we will cut back to the iRacing in a moment once I'm actually loaded into the session.
The I-wrecking. Because I'm gonna wreck.
You wreck the whole field.
Probably will, to be honest. At some point.
Atlanta's always a little sketchy with the way the tri-oval is. Or quad oval.
Quad oval. Quad oval. Yeah.
Hopefully my iRacing is going to be able to run because my internet's being a little bit slow right now.
He's blinking. I can see him blinking.
Can everything work in the way it's supposed to? So 3 drivers registered now, but one of them is me, so that's really 2. Oh, Bolt just registered as well. It's interesting to see all the MCM guys working together since they made up half the field for the last race.
Let's see if this setup feels right. It feels fine.
Is it the Super Speedway package too?
I mean, it'll be the Super Speedway package because that's automatically determined when you go into a session.
Okay.
Like, that's by track, not setup.
Okay.
I wish it was by setup. That'd be hilarious to go to Bristol in a Super Speedway package car.
Can you imagine running like the intermediate 550 at Daytona?
Oh
Like, I
god.
wonder how that would be. Because I feel like it would be like the runs would be crazy.
I mean, it feels fine. Doesn't feel like anything's wrong with it.
You're not on the chip or anything.
Nope.
Well, that's good. Getting my overlays fired up again.
Okay, it appears I'm gonna need to restart my computer.
Uh-oh.
So please don't advance the session.
I won't. We need to... I like to run them long so we can get as many drivers as possible. Well, working to get everybody in the field.
There goes Ingram.
What did we peak at last time? I think it was like 24 cars in a Charlotte race.
Something like that. And then we had like 6 left by the end.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a wreck fest.
Yeah. Let's see if Aaron Raymond's on.
We need as many drivers as we can get right now.
Aaron Raymond is not.
Well, seems like Aaron May might not be racing this one. And I am now in the session. If it would load. trying to get everything set up. It's not cooperating at the moment. Okay, there we go. Everything working right now. So we'll go back to show the iRacing side. As these guys are underway in the practice.
Cars look a little up off the ground, but it seems like setup's fine.
Looks a little goofy. Might make for some good racing. I feel like sometimes it's the weirder the setup, the better the racing is.
Gonna turn my sound back down.
Well, on track, we got two of the MCM cars nose to tail with Bradley Shamela and Logan Bolt working together. Watch them go around does bring up the question, do we enforce the quad oval?
That'll be fine.
I doubt it will amount to anything, but it's better to make a decision now.
I don't think it really matters. I think that, especially if we don't have a ton of people, like it's not even worth it.
Yeah. Generally, I'm more concerned about the W on the line at Talladega and Daytona than I am about Atlanta, because it's a lot more risky to go down there at Atlanta, so most people don't. We see you flying around the Atlanta Motor Echo Park Speedway.
The Echo Motor Speedway.
Interesting to see all the sparks flying off your car.
I think it'll be interesting to see. Oh, there's a Jeremy Bolt. Whee!
Whoa! That was a big collision.
It still runs. Oh, Michael Good's here. The whole field's dead. I'm joking.
Always
We love
nice to see
Michael Good.
Michael racing, though. I feel like this could be the combo where we could get more drivers.
I don't know. I think that if it were like trucks or something, we would. But I don't know how many people really have or use the Gen 6 now that it's been like not in officials for so long.
Oh, that's not supposed to be like that.
Well,
I
because
wanted
like
to choose something. I feel like I always see O'Reilly and trucks at here, so I wanted to try something a little bit different.
yeah, I feel like it'll work, but
I think it's going to take some time to build this up to the point where we can consistently have 15 to 20 car fields.
yeah.
Which, to be honest, we're like pretty much halfway there any given race.
I mean, I feel like we just one of the big three, or I guess big four cars at Charlotte or a super speedway every race or every week.
Well, we're going to do ARCA at Rockingham for race 3.
That one might get some people.
That one's probably going to be a wreck fest also.
I mean, we'll keep it green as long as it's not at the front.
Well, that was the problem with the Charlotte race last week when it was every single wreck happened at the front.
I mean, it wasn't like it was all at the front.
Well,
But it was
either
that there
at
was,
the
like-
front or the entire truck was blocked. There was no single car accidents.
Yeah, there was not really like a crash where we could keep it green because it took out a ton of the field.
We got some more crashing happening on track now.
We got what other cars could we do? We could do like I'm telling you, we should do like one of the big four at like linear. And just do one caution at halfway and just let the thing run.
I want to try the Euro NASCAR at Tsukuba on the weird oval
Scuba?
layout. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Wait, is that
It's
is
like
that a free track?
yeah,
Okay, that's why I've heard of it before.
but there's a layout that's basically an oval, but it's right turns and it's really flat and small because it's made for like go-karts.
Oh,
But it's like I was playing with it yesterday because I was curious. And since the Euro NASCAR is like a road car, it actually runs it pretty well. I feel like it'd be funny to see all you guys trying like struggling to drive that. Because it handles
that
really
would
well.
be.
I feel like the only way to pass would be to dump people though.
I mean, that's how it is on every short track, though. I feel like that's just entertainment.
I like the idea.
Maybe you'll
of,
get more views.
I like the idea of us running short tracks. Is just, especially like super short tracks, is just a caution halfway.
Yeah, we should just because it's already admin caution anyway, unless there's like a full on track blocker. I mean, we could just do like a caution at halfway so people could get laps back. And that's it. Because that like you'd be able to get everything from a short track like that.
Be a lot more racing and not as much pacing.
Yeah. There'd be a lot more, like a better chance of some beef for the content. There would be people dumping each other like crazy. It'd be awesome.
I think a certain amount of beef is good.
Yeah.
There is too much beef. Right now we don't have any beef, which is not enough. Yeah, we did have a little bit of
Wait, they
fighting.
did keep this car in the game.
What do you
I
mean?
thought they removed that car. When the new BMW M2 came out, I thought they removed the other one, but it's still here. Couldn't keep the old Laguna Seca though, had to remove that and make us buy it again.
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed at that.
That's absolute highway robbery.
'Cause I like Laguna Seca, but I don't know if I'd actually pay for it unless one of the NASCAR series actually went there.
Yeah, that's exactly like I like it if I'm gonna go race road cars every once in a while, but I'm not gonna buy it just for the 3 times I'm gonna use it. I wonder how trucks at linear would be.
I don't even think like what setup would we use for that?
I could find one. I could probably cobble one together too. We could do truck night. We could do linear dirt, and Talladega.
I feel like Charlotte should be in there somewhere.
We should do linear dirt though. I think that'd be fun. Cause I know there aren't we could do Eldora too, but I don't know how many people have Eldora.
I don't have it, so I couldn't broadcast it.
Oh. I'll have to see how they race at linear.
Yeah, that's got to be something you're gonna have to test, cause I don't even know.
Wyatt Youngblood's here. Let's go.
Oh boy. He was racing
Dude,
like he was more of a maniac than normal last week.
This race is gonna be absolute cinema.
We have the racing. We're
This
just
is-
missing the drivers right now.
I think even though we only have like, what is it, 10 people right now? I mean, Jeremy, Brad, and Marty, that's a team, right? We've got those guys there. They'll work together. They'll move to the front. They'll always be up there contending. You got guys like Wyatt Youngblood who are just gonna send it every corner. They'll make the racing really entertaining, and I think that this race is gonna be just awesome, just absolute cinema.
The Gen 6 definitely is my favorite super speedway car to watch. It's a shame that more people don't have it.
Yeah, this will be.
Everything about this car is goofy. Not even goofy. The runs are just ridiculous.
This will be fun.
Looks like Marty put up an announcement for this in the R2R server. Maybe we can draw a couple people from that. I know they're not doing anything tonight.
Yeah.
So currently we have 7 people who can race. Got a couple minutes left.
Ingram's on 500 ping.
That's not too good.
This one's gonna be fun. We're gonna have We're
due for a
gonna
flip.
have
I
a
was
great
severely
race.
disappointed that we didn't have anyone go flying in that Talladega race.
We didn't have enough people to launch somebody flying.
As I say that, Michael Good trying his best to go airborne. Youngblood driving a Kurt Busch car this time.
Oh, he must not have been able to find a Carson Host of our car.
I guarantee someone's made it for the Gen 6.
Let's see. Just check trading paints real quick. Actually, that Kurt Busch car, I bet he's going to go flying because he's racing that. Remember, that's the one that went over the field at Talladega.
That was a crazy crash.
Gen 6 Camaro. I don't know that there will be one. Let's see. Hocevar.
I see people run
Billy.
Hocevar cars on pretty much every car in the game.
Wait, is Chili's with 1L or 2?
One.
It's 1L. Okay. I don't think there is one.
I knew he was driving a Jimmy Johnson last week. I don't know why we're Kurt Busch now. Actually, he's going to try to go to top of the board in this practice session. Got a really fast lap right now, I think.
Jeremy and Brad were in the draft. So I don't think they're going to catch him.
He's having purple sectors pretty much the whole way around, though. Unless that's fastest of the cars on track currently.
I think it's just personal fastest.
I thought green was personal and purple was of everybody.
I don't know. Because I know that when it's like when you have the delta on your screen, it's usually like purple's your fastest. I don't know how it would be how it would look on your screen.
Well, on the timing screen, there's green, which I know is like a good lap, and then purple is like shows up randomly too. I don't really know. Kind of still figuring out a lot of this stuff. Got some more people filing in. Might be
We
up to
do,
like,
we do.
we're up to 12 drivers.
We might have to like behave this race. We might not be able to send it 8 wide every corner.
Unfortunately. Given the way New Atlanta is, I know that there's going to be a huge wreck across the line.
That or we're gonna be 12 wide
It's going to be one
across
of
the
those
line.
ones where you have like a half-hour review to figure out who actually won the race.
Now, luckily, iRacing does that part.
Well, I've seen ones on like NR Night before where they had it where someone either finished backwards or upside down or something, and it was so close that they had to go to instant replay, like with the moving the cameras around manually.
But what about? Is it like? Isn't there like the timing delta or whatever? Could they
Yeah,
just
but
use
if you
that?
finish the race backwards, it might not count. It doesn't always count it right, or it
Oh,
has it
that's
to point
true.
000, which is really hard to determine who actually won.
That one, it's just impossible to determine, pretty much. Ingram's back in the session. This is like the 3rd time he's rejoined.
Wait, did you put up the results for race 1?
Not yet. I'm gonna do it all. I'll do it all after race 3. Oh, Wyatt Youngblood just died.
Can't
Get
be that bad. Oh my
get an
goodness!
ambulance.
What was he doing?
Or turn 1.
That was a horrible crash.
Yeah, I think.
Wow.
Oh, there's thunderstorms.
What?
Where I'm at, you'll get them in about an hour. No, 2 hours. You'll get them in like 2 or 3 hours.
I guess it is that time of the year, but I thought you meant on the sim for a second.
No, not on the sim.
I was gonna say
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Racing in the rain in Atlanta.
They did a race on NR Night one time where they made it like 80 laps, but they set the thunderstorms to come at some point before halfway. So they were racing in the rain. It was just ridiculous, though. Well, more people filing in. At 14 is Ethan Orzo. We have Christopher Hudson, Darcy Haar, Brandon Meese, Eric Howslip, or Hayslip, also joining. Hope I pronounced that last one correctly. And it's going to be time for qualifying now.
Oh, Wyatt Youngblood just turned. He just turned Jeremy Bolt. Oh, into the outside wall. All right, I'm going to head out.
Okay, well, we'll try to catch up with you after the race if you run well again.
Hopefully. If I'm lucky, it'll be a dub. I'll be back later.
Well, all alone up here again in the booth. It's qualifying getting underway. Taking a look at some of these drivers trying to sit down a fast lap. Up to 8 viewers now in the live stream. Let's watch Conjure put it on his lap. Rid of that outside line, trying to go momentum. Really important to get up to your maximum speed. Looks like they're getting about to 180 miles an hour by themselves into the corner. And then you want to wrap the bottom as close as you can during your hot lap. Really important that you do that. The shortest way around is always the fastest when you're by yourself on a super speedway. A lot of these guys also cut the front straightaway, shave off even more time. But that Condra's going to go to second on the board. Youngblood only ahead of him by 2/1000ths of a second. Really close times here. Let's see, we got Michael Good finishing up his lap. Where's he going to be on the board? I'll be down in 11th. Actually, he's starting his hot lap. A lot of shuffling going around on the timing screen. Wow, Shamela in third, only separated from the leader by 5/1000ths. Michael Good gonna jump to 7th. Ingram coming around to finish his lap. And he's gonna go to the top of the board. Really, really close. The top 10 are all within 1/10 of a second. Not sure if anyone's even on the track still. And we're gridding now. Oh, and they're down on the back straightaway. I should have set that to full lap pacing. I actually had it set to be too short by accident. Everybody getting lined up. So looking at our starting lineup, we have Chase Ingram on the pole, Wyatt Youngblood in second, Elliot Condra in third, Marty Shamela in fourth, and Eric Hayslip in fifth. 12 cars on the grid so far. Definitely, so we got 5 cars more in this race, so it's going to be more interesting with the higher car count. I'm going to reload the overlays, make sure they're working right. Condra all over the rear end of that 01 car. 30 laps of action ahead of us here at the Echo Park Speedway. Two by two following that pace car. Getting ready to let them loose. Ingram, the control car on the restart. Pace car pulls off. The two lines get tightened up. Into the restart zone. The green flag is out. We are racing here at Echo Park. The one of Youngblood gets a great start. And it would appear our overlays have broken again. Have to reload that again. A lot more organized from the bottom lane on this initial start. Very aggressive with the pushing. They're going to make contact. Somebody goes around to the back. It's one of the Shamelas. Big wreck. Some hard contact. Guess we're going to keep it green. Ingram out front. Elliott Condra behind. Hayslip in third. The sparks flying everywhere when they get to the tires. Shamela to the outside. Ingram gets out of control from a push. These cars do not look planted on the track at all. Side by side for the lead. Pretty much everybody running that bottom lane right now. One of them thinks about taking a free line left Youngblood. Right along board Ingram for a moment. The field finally getting formed up. They do not look very stable when they're pushing each other, though. Shamela on the apron for a moment, coming out of fourth. He's trying to get any advantage he can right now since there's gridlock in front of him. Condra with a car length advantage over this rest of the field. We got cars in the wall in the middle of 1 and 2. 10 cars left in the lead pack, still together. Could get back up to 12 if we get a caution. Some very aggressive racing though. Shamela out of control through the quad oval. Andrew still has control of the race. We're gonna get mostly single file. One car outside. That's the 48 of. I'm not sure who that is. Who that's Hudson. Whoa! Contact! Youngblood's gonna go around. He's gonna come back up the track. Single car incident. I think we're gonna keep it green. Yeah. Surprised we haven't had a big one yet with the way that these guys are racing. Go to the Skycam. You can see these massive runs forming from the Super Speedway package we're running. Looks a little bit more calm at the front. Hopefully it'll stay that way for a moment. First 5 cars in line now, nose to tail. As I say that, Ingram takes a peek to the inside. He's going to try to get clear. Oh, and Condra gets turned. What a save. That was going to be a huge wreck if he didn't hold on to that thing. I cannot believe he was able to hold on to that. He was completely sideways in 1 and 2. We're starting to get spread out in the front pack. A lot of checkups happening due to everybody being out of control. Shamela 3 laps down now. Got a couple cars together that crashed already. Just hoping for a caution to get their laps back. Meanwhile, Ingram leads. Got Hayslip behind him. Oh, and we got a checkup. Oh, a big wreck happening. Everybody's in it. Not sure what happened to start that one, but we got Michael Good involved. Looks like Condra got involved. Hudson also involved. Brandon Meese in that 48 car involved. That was a big wreck. Shamela's front end is destroyed. What happened there? That's pretty much all of the contenders got caught up in that one. See where that started. So looks like the 22 just, did he blow an engine? Just came to a complete stop in the middle of the track, and there was nowhere for all these guys to go. Just no room to avoid it. Some big hits. Michael Good getting caught up way late into that one. Again, with just nowhere to go. Very lucky break for those guys behind. Everybody on pit road to repair damage. Which actually, we're going to take a look at that replay again. Let's ride on board with the 22. I want to listen to his motor to see if the engine blew. Kind of looked like it the way there was a puff of smoke and the car came to a complete stop. So let's listen to the onboard. Yep, that's exactly what happened. He blew a motor. Very unfortunate for everyone behind him. Actually, that was a good move by him to just cut through the grass to be able to get there while still moving. Which somehow, because of everyone pitting, he's up to second. Couple cars still sitting on pit lane. That was some really interesting racing at the front before that wreck happened. Got to be a little concerned for the rest of these guys to make sure that they are keeping an eye on their water and oil temperatures. Never want to see someone blow up in the front of the pack like that. It just almost always causes a giant crash. Condra and Bolt still on pit lane. They're going to be able to pass the pace car before we get back going, though. It's like Condra must be trying to save one of his fast repairs for later in case he needs it. Well, on lap 11, we're going to go green on lap 12. Getting close to halfway through this race. It's a quick one with how fast they're going. Still, everyone in the race believe Bradley Shamela has dropped out. So 11 cars left in contention here. Very fortunate for Youngblood and Harv with that caution, which Youngblood, by staying out, is actually able to get up to third for the restart. With a train of cars in the bottom lane, I don't know if they entered a closed pit or what. Back to the French straightaway. Up through the gears they go. The green flag is back out here at Atlanta. Ingram with a good jump. He's going to get a push from Youngblood, and those two are going to get clear. Pretty much everyone's single file. You can see Meese trying to make a move in that. The only one that's out of line. Gotta think these guys are gonna try to be a little bit more careful with how that first run went. As I say that, they are all jumping out of line, and Youngblood with a big move to the lead on down the front straightaway. I don't think he's gonna be able to get clear. That was a very aggressive move. He pulled out a line like a maniac. Some contact with the wall off of turn 2. Youngblood getting a push from Hudson. Two cars clear on the bottom. Battle outside the third. Youngblood getting a big advantage down into turn 1 this time, and they are side by side everywhere behind him. Very, very aggressive racing throughout the pack. Logan Bolt gonna get a huge run on Youngblood. Where does he go with it? Looking to the inside. We got contact behind. One car into the wall. Not sure who that was. That was Hayslip. He's gonna lose a lot of time. Still able to keep it green. No one actually crashed there. It looked like a crash for a moment. And we are spread out at the front once again. Those guys in the back of the field are going to have to work together if they want any shot to get back here without a caution. Whoa! Very aggressive with the blocking down the front straightaway. That nearly went wrong. And Ingram back up to the lead pack of cars. He's going to try to make a move. Pushing the 35 down the back straightaway. They're going to get back to Youngblood. You can see the rest of the field starting to get back together. Whoa! Contact made the 35 off of the track. He's going to keep it straight. And he gets turned! Right in front of everybody. A great save by him. Somehow didn't wad up a bunch of cars there. Total chaos happening on the track. Ingram lost a ton of time from that. Had to get out of the throttle big time. These front two cars are going to be under attack shortly. If we can take a farther camera, you can see the rest of the guys in line trying to get organized. It's going to be interesting to see if the front runners are going to hold off that oncoming line of cars. Nose to tail down the back straightaway. Bolt giving a push to Youngblood. The 48 of Meese looking to the outside coming out of the screen. Bolt's going to have to be really aggressive with these pushes if he wants to maintain second place. The 48 is there. Actually, two 48s nose to tail now. Meese gives Bolt a push. He looks to the inside. Youngblood throws a block. Not able to get it to work. And we're going to have a big wreck in turn 3. You could see that one coming when the two packs got together. Youngblood was being very aggressive with the blocks for a long time. I'm surprised that it took him this long to finally turn himself. So we're going to take a look at the replay. Down the back straightaway, actually, there's a car stopped on the inside. I didn't even notice that the first time around. Bolt gets a run, gets to the inside of Youngblood, and Youngblood throws a late block. Looks like he saves it, and then overcorrects and comes up the track, and everybody piles up. There's nowhere for Condra and Hudson to go. Ingram gets some damage from running into Bolt. I think that might be the end of the race for Hudson. Very, very aggressive blocking from Youngblood. Pretty questionable, the decision there. There was too much momentum coming from the guys behind him to be doing that. Well, under caution once again. We're going to go green with less than 10 to go, so we can be sure that they're going to be even more aggressive. Pretty much everybody on pit lane. Only one car is on the track, I believe. So, the 48 of Mies leading, the 8 of Shimela behind him. Bolt going to be up to third. Youngblood in fourth now, surprisingly, considering how that last exchange went. Currently have 9 cars on the lead lap out of the 12 that started. I think we might have had another blown motor in the back of the field. Would explain why that car was stopped on the replay. Interesting that that is happening. I'm not sure if that was something with the way we did the setup. Well, the lights are off on the pace car. We're going to be going green next time by. Now actually 8 cars on the lead lap. Hudson, I believe, is out of contention now with that damage. It looked terminal, especially considering he crashed in the first wreck. You know Shimela's going to want to try to get it. Go 2 for 2 on the night. Always really aggressive at these super speedway events. Interesting to see if Mies is going to be able to pull off his first win here in the Super Nitro Series. And Youngblood probably going to make an aggressive move on the restart. One of the most aggressive drivers we have in here. Doesn't always work out in his favor, but definitely has him at the front consistently. The pace car pulls off, and we're going to be going green once again. Into the restart zone. Green flag back out. 8 to go here at the Echo Park Speedway. The 48 of Mies going to get a good jump on the restart, able to clear himself. Shimela slots in behind, mostly single file throughout the pack. Youngblood up by himself on the outside. No help coming. He's going to try to jump into line. Bolt looks to the outside. Ingram also the outside. Not able to get there. Shimela makes a move for the lead. Side by side for the lead. Into turn 3. We go on board with Shimela momentarily. And we are 3 wide for second. Bumping and banging. Contact made between Michael Good and Wyatt Youngblood. Shimela has the lead, but for how long? Mies to his inside. Bolt to the inside as well. Shimela gets pushed up the track by Youngblood. Shimela still has the lead, barely able to get clear into turn 3. Somehow makes it work. And we're going to be coming to 6 laps to go. Mies and Youngblood side by side. Ingram cuts the quad oval to try to gain a spot. We got Condra working his way back up through the field. Bumping and banging between Ingram and Bolt. They're going to be 3 wide for third. Shimela still leading this snarling pack of cars. Youngblood going to get to his bumper. When will Youngblood make the move? He's going to have some momentum on the front straightaway. Looks to the outside, throws it down to the inside. Marty Shimela unable to block, and they're going to be side by side heading into turn 1. 5 laps to go. Youngblood to the lead. Mies behind him. Shimela going to slot into third. Mies goes up the track with a block. Shimela not going to let him have it. He's going to take a peek to the middle. We're going to be 3 wide for second once again, and Youngblood now having a couple car links on him. Ingram Now getting back to his bumper, Ingram gonna jump to the inside. He's not even on the track and he's trying to make that work. Condra gonna go to the outside and we're 3 wide for second. Down the back straightaway, it's gonna be 3 laps to go this time by. There is no time left to stay in line. You gotta make a move and you gotta make it now. Ingram has the lead. They're 2 by 2 for 3 rows behind him. Down to cut the apron once again. 3 laps to go. Condra blinking out a little bit while leading that top line. He has Youngblood all over his bumper. They're going to be nose to tail, and we got a wreck happening in the back. That's the 48 of Nice. We're going to keep it green here. Condra to the bumper of Elliott. Condra to the bumper of Ingram. Youngblood behind them. Ingram down to the bottom of the track. Condra on his quarter panel with the side draft. 2 laps to go. Condra working that outside lane. He's going to try to get clear. Is able to. Youngblood by himself now. Actually going to get a push from Bolt. He gets the second in line. And we're coming to the white flag. This is going to be it. No time left. You got to make the move now. Youngblood all over the rear end of that 09 machine. White flag is out. One more time around to decide the winner. And Youngblood gets turned. He's going to come up the track and have a hard crash into the outside wall. Condra by himself, but Ingram right behind. Trying to break the draft on the back straightaway. Ingram is going to get a run. Where does he go with it? Looks to the inside. Condra tries to throw the block. Oh, they make contact. Ingram to the outside. They're going to wreck into each other, and Michael Good steals one at the line. What a finish. Oh, and he's going to get destroyed after the race by Bolt. What about that? Michael Good steals one. Where was he in line? Doesn't even get to do a burnout either. Wow. We're going to have to take a look at the replay of that because that was insane. Jackson, we're going to try to get Michael Good in the booth now. Mike, it's LDogg in the booth. Do you got me?
Hi, LDogg. Hold on. Can you give me a moment? I'm going to see if I can try to... No, actually, you know what? Nah. What up?
What happened there? Where did you even come from? I didn't know you were even in contention.
Hi. So I was saving my engine because the entire time the cars were on edge, the entire time the cars were overheating. Every time we went green, our oil temps were higher than 270. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just sit back here for a little bit. Let me try to like get some clean air or like go below the line so that I don't have to draft and like get extra RPMs that'll cause my engine to overheat. So I'm like standing there for a moment. I decide coming to the final lap, I'm gonna make my move, dive it down to the apron, move my way up into third. Shimela with the run, I knew he was going to help me, so I'm glad he did. Really glad he did. Shout out to Marty. I saw Elliott, and trust me, I have a history of seeing Elliott do a lot of late blocks while he was the leader. So I was kind of expecting that to happen. I wasn't really entirely sure what they were going to do once they got to the line, but I didn't expect them to like spin to the right. But, dude, I was screaming my lungs out the moment I crossed that line at first. Second time in a row, I get this Gen 6 win in Atlanta.
I could not believe that. I thought that it was going to be a photo finish between the 01 and the 09, and then Condra just threw a terrible block.
Yeah, and then Logan Bolt absolutely junked my race car after the finish. I don't understand why.
That wasn't even a block.
Oh boy.
I don't. That was a horrible move.
he knew I was going to pass him before the line, so he just thought, let me just turn right. And he says, "Oh, I gotta lose." No, you didn't. You were perfectly straight.
Well, let's get him in here. If you guys gonna,
A little controversial here.
God, dude.
seems like Ingram didn't appreciate your move there, Elliot.
That's unfortunate, I guess.
Why did you just hook a right coming out of the corner?
So, I was gonna try to
do
squeeze him
not
up
say
against
you
the
got
wall.
loose. Do not say you got loose.
No, I got loose, trust.
You did not get loose.
I
You
mean,
were
you're
I don't know what
perfectly
you're talking
straight.
about. I got loose.
You're loose for a minute, and then you
Yeah,
save
trust,
it.
I was loose. Trust, I was loose.
You
You were
save
not
it, and
were
it
not
looks
loose.
fine. And then, like an eternity later, you just hook it straight up the track.
No, so what I was trying to do is I was trying to like squeeze him up against the wall. Not like completely wall him, but squeeze him to where there's a chance that he gets in the wall. And I kind of went a little too far to the high side and kind of crashed both of us.
I hate to interrupt you, but they are flaming you in the chat.
It's
just look.
it is what it is.
Elliot, you are a generational idiot.
I mean, like, I still have more wins in here than you, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just here
we've
for
done
fun.
4 races. 5.
I'm just here for fun. So,
Chat definitely didn't appreciate the way that one ended for Ingram and Condra.
I mean, but like Mike Good won, so it's fine.
Well, it's always
Yay!
good to get a
won.
Michael Goodwin.
If you didn't pull that idiotic move, I would have won.
But you didn't win. So, and Mike Good
Yeah,
won.
but you pulled that idiotic move.
So everybody's happy because Mike Good won.
Looks like the green screen
I'm
went
not happy.
haywire. Well, we're gonna start working on getting the next race up. That was total craziness. I feel like I'm losing my voice from trying to keep up with all that insanity. Like, everything about that race was just insane. Did we pick the wrong setup for that? Because it seems like the motors were being more of a problem than they should have been.
Rob.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I think so, because like I don't remember the oil ever getting that hot.
I wonder
While
if
we
we
were
had done the
regularly
Daytona
driving.
setup instead of the Atlanta one, because that's like an intermediate car, like an intermediate engine with running a super speedway, where that just doesn't always work right.
If you're running a Daytona setup with Atlanta, I'm pretty sure you either end up spinning out first corner
I
or
think I know the issue. We have too much tape on the car.
yeah, that
There's
was.
wasn't-
45% tape. That was probably the issue.
I didn't set it to be like that. I just went off of Atlanta, or is it because it's the
I
550
know that's the
package?
default setup, but because it's going off of regular Atlanta, not super speedway Atlanta, it's causing issues. Because we're constantly sitting on the rev limiter or close to the rev limiter, so it's heating up.
That was definitely crazy. A lot
I
of
will be
Wyatt
getting-
Youngblood chaos.
I will be getting revenge on Elliot. Prepare
Just make
yourself.
it believable for everyone watching. Although, actually, if you've learned anything from watching NASCAR this season, you can't say that you're going to wreck somebody. You
I'll
got to
find
make
a
it
way.
look like an accident. Well, we're going to start working on getting the next session up. Going to shorten the practice session this time because I meant to for the last one. So, ARCA at Rockingham. Do we have a particular time of day we should do this?
I mean, I don't think you can race at night, so I'd assume day.
If I could spell the word Rockingham right.
Oh yeah, did you see I dumped Wyatt Youngblood because he tried to block me on the last lap?
Yeah, you just were having none of that.
Yeah, I was not gonna take that because you're not gonna block me like that and get away with it. So you're just going around. Because like I was already to his inside when he tried to block me, so I just hooked a right.
Yeah, I tell that you weren't. I knew it was gonna get crazy with him and being in front of you. Okay, let's see. Rockingham. That was a fun finish to watch. Wish it could have gone clean. I feel like that would have been really, really close if you and Elliot had held it together.
I feel like I should get some points for that.
Where'd you end up finishing?
5th.
Well, you got to finish top 3. I'm not changing the format.
I would have finished first if Elliot wasn't an idiot.
I mean, he usually doesn't pull moves like that.
This is the second time he's robbed me from a win. I remember one time super late models at Southern National, he freaking dumped me in the last corner.
Figure out I had short pace laps on. Oh wait, I can't even do it for a short track. Okay, time of day we'll do afternoon. And this one will be 40 laps. Just double check that's what the advertised distance.
Like Elliot pretty much pulled what everyone in BBR does now. They just wreck whoever, even if it's gonna cost them the spot.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't his best moment. I mean, not the best move I've ever seen out of him. Okay, double check that. That's right. 3 sets of tires. 1 fast repair. Yep, everything looks right. They're ripping into you a little bit.
They can. I'm not gonna cuss on the stream.
You better not. That's the one rule.
I mean, if you mute the stream real quick, I can get it out.
Maybe you should leave the booth if you want to do that.
What?
So maybe you should leave the booth and tell them yourself.
No.
Okay, we got the next race up. Should be able to join it momentarily. Was that as fun to drive as it was to watch? Before the race?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to try and find a way past mostly White Youngblood, but
seemed like he was making his car very wide.
there was one point in the race on like lap 5 where I blocked Youngblood trying to make a move on Elliot, and then he went back to the bottom, so I tried to, and Elliot went to the top, so I tried to move back down to the bottom, and
Yeah.
swiped across his nose, and that somehow wrecked him.
There was a lot of goofy stuff going on there. The swerving down the back straightaway to break the draft on the last lap caught me off guard. I didn't expect you guys to be doing all that.
Well, I mean, you got to do that if you want to try and make them not have as much of a run as possible. And if I managed to get to if I managed to get to Elliot's inside off of turn 4, I feel like he would have done the same thing.
I knew there was, like, with you two running that hard, there was going to be contact regardless. It really just came down to whether or not it turned one of you. Fortunately, that time it turned both of you. Which isn't really a great way to finish that. Would have liked it to be clean, but it was still a good race for the most part. Which Youngblood is talking bad about himself in the YouTube chat for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. Apparently even he's not too happy with his performance.
Yeah, maybe don't throw really terrible blocks, and maybe you'll do better. It's pretty simple.
That was fun. That was a quick race, too. It only took about a half hour.
We'll have to do that again, but try and maybe fix the setup so we don't blow
Might want to
up.
try Daytona.
I feel like the gear ratio would be too long.
I'm not sure the best way to do that, though. It's a little goofy.
I mean, I can try.
Might have to test that at some point, because I feel like that's a combo that we could probably run consistently and get good racing every time.
Yeah, I can maybe try the Atlanta setup and just get rid of the tape and see if that fixes the issue.
Because I wasn't aware that was going to be a problem until the one crash where I think it was the 22 car blew a motor. Working on getting everything.
Bro, I thought he hit the brakes, honestly.
Yeah, I thought he did too. I didn't even see the puff of smoke until I was looking at the replay. Then I went to the onboard and you could hear the motor grenade.
But yeah, did you see the amount of sparks that was coming out of the cars?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like in the mirror, it looks like it would look like explosions.
I don't really know why it was like that.
Something was dragging on the thing, or something was dragging on the track, but I mean, it didn't feel like anything was dragging.
I have to refresh trading paints for Marty. So I was very particular with his cars. There we go. Okay, gonna go back to iRacing side.
Okay.
Got the practice session underway. Guess you're probably gonna want to get out of here. Or you could stay if you want.
I'll go back.
Well, practice underway. We got 8.5 minutes remaining. Hopefully we can get a bigger field. Target Rockingham's always a fun combo. Might be a little bit of a wreck fest with these guys. We'll only do a race 4 if we get 50 likes. Which right now we are at, what are we? Right now we have 8. We're still pretty short from where we would need to be for that. Well, looking at the practice, Condra on the top of the board right now. Kohler McGillen in second. He won the first race we did at Daytona. We got one guy doing burnout. So I'm not sure who that is. Looks like we got a couple of drivers I haven't seen tonight. We got Aaron May making an appearance again. Oh, Wyatt Youngblood is the 18 that was doing burnouts. And he's doing some more burnouts. Blocking the pit exit for everybody else. I got a bit of a traffic jam on pit road. A lot going on the track right now. Five minutes remaining in the practice session. This is the longest race of the night with 40 laps. So it's going to be interesting to see if we get a long run here. Which I made it that way because I'm hoping to get a long run for these guys. Because once the tires get worn out, the racing gets really interesting. In a different way from the super speedways. Two MCM drivers nose to tail right now with Shamela putting pressure on Bolt Gordon to practice. Rockingham always a fun track to go to on IRacing. Oh, and it looks like Derek Hitt goes around. Nearly caught the tail end of the pit barrels. Able to keep his car together though. At the 99 of Peyton Hamlet to the top of the board. Getting ready to have qualifying momentarily. Like to give these guys as much time as possible to join so we can maximize the drivers we have. Oh, Derek Higgin is sideways trying to get off of turn 4. Shamela and Bolt fooling around down the back straightaway. Bolt is gonna spin out after hitting the wall. Two minutes left in the practice session. Got a couple more drivers joining in. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in tonight for the second Super Nitro. It's only going to get better from here. We're going to keep trying car combos. Try to get the most interesting racing we can. MCM cars are using each other up. They are bumping and banging down the straightaways. Side by side. We're going to clip the apron a little bit there. Oh, big collision. That's going to be it for practice. Qualifying going to be underway momentarily. Cons are going to be the first one on track for qualifying. Definitely a lot different than doing... Definitely an interesting way to finish off the night with a short track race after doing 2 super speedways. Sort of a change of pace from what we've been doing so far tonight. Riding on Cole Baxter now. Matt Harvey completing a lap as well. Conjure to the top of the board. McGillen in second currently. And McGillen gonna get the better of Condra with his second lap. We see Peyton Hamlet running as well, trying to finish his second lap. Not able to improve. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to make an attempt to qualify right this second. Derek Hitt still on the track. And he's in the backstretch pit road. Not sure where he's trying to go. Looking at Brian Beach sitting on pit road. Blinking out a little bit. Beach appears to be the final car that's going to make a lap for this one. Up to 11th with the time on his first lap. And gets to 8th with the second. Good qualifying run out of him. So McGillen going to take the pole. Condra's going to be at his outside to make up the front row. We've got Hamlet in third, Shamela in fourth, and Ingram in fifth. Uh, 15 drivers set to make up the field for this one. The biggest field of the night so far. Finish it off. This many cars in the field, there's probably going to be a little bit of chaos at the beginning of this. It gets just real tight coming off of turn 2. Waiting for everybody to finish getting gridded. And here we go. The pace car getting ready to lead them around. So 40 laps of action from the Rockingham Speedway. Always a fun track for us to go to. And it looks like the top line is gone for some reason. Heading into 3 and 4, 2x2. Getting ready to kick off the final race of the night. Pace car makes the hard left turn into pit road. The drivers into the restart zone, and the green flag is out. We are green from Rockingham. Side by side between McGillen and Condra. In turn 1. McGillen gonna get ahead by the time they get to the back straightaway. Single file for the first 3 cars. Shamela gets the inside, and Derek Hitt nearly loses control behind them. You gotta be really careful coming out of turn 4. Couple cars in the wall in the back. Oh, one car right into the outside wall. That looks like Andrew Parker. I think we're gonna keep it green because it was a single car accident. And Conjur's all over the tail of McGillen now. We've got battles happening everywhere. You got Hamlet making a move for third, able to clear Shamela. Those two are nose to tail. Conjur trying to work on the leader. Ingram's starting to catch up. And it's just a hornet's nest in the back of the field. There's guys hitting the wall and bouncing off each other everywhere around here. So you calm down a little bit. McGillen with a 0.2 of a second advantage now. Contra trying to get to his bumper. Might be just waiting for his tires to wear to see if he can get back to that 7. The top 3 all within a second of each other. Looks like the 94 car of Hamlet is starting to catch Condra. That might be an interesting battle in the next lap or two. And Hamlet gets a little loose there. Derek Hitt putting a lot of pressure on Chase Ingram down the front straightaway. He looks to the inside. He'll try to wrap the bottom. Side by side. Not able to get there. And we got 3 wide behind them. The Zero makes the wise decision to back off. 3 wide into turn 3 is not the best idea you can have here at Rockingham. They're still fighting behind. Ingram trying to fend off Derek Hitt still. Got a couple decent battles going on around the track. Hit to the inside. As we ride along board with Ingram. He's going to actually get into the wall a bit, and that's going to bring Harvey into this battle. 3-car battle for 5th now. Hit's got to be getting impatient, and he gives a little bit of a nudge to Ingram to let him know that he wants to have his spot. Not quite able to make anything of it, and he's going to make a little bit more contact. Side by side coming off of turn 2, they're going to use a little bumping and banging. Ingram is holding up this line of cars. We got 5 cars nose to tail, all trying to get around the 01. When you get a line of cars like that at a short track like this, it usually means somebody is holding everybody up. About to be under attack from Harvey. Yeah, that's Brian Beach. Beach blinks out a little bit, making a move to the inside. Ingram up at the top line, he's going to hit the wall. That's going to hurt all of his momentum. He's going to lose 2 spots down the front straightaway, it looks like. The handling on that 01 is fading quickly. And the 11's going to get sideways. He's going to tag Ingram. Crashing on the front straightaway. 2 cars around, and the caution is going to wave. Not quite sure what happened there. Looked like the 11 just drove it down into the corner and got loose and overcorrected and took out Ingram in the process. Oh, you could see it there. The 11 hits the apron. The rear end starts to step out, and then it hooks a hard right. Ingram just the unfortunate bystander there, and he backs into the wall. Some evasive maneuver from Jeremy Bolt, or Logan Bolt, excuse me. Let's see if we can get an onboard from him. See what his point of view of all that was. And that lagged out badly. Let's see if we can get that to work this time. You can just see him wrecking in front of him. Not sure why that didn't want to work. Everybody returning to the track from pit road. I think almost every car on the track took tires. Well, that erases the lead McGillen had built up. It was about a half a second over Condra. Everyone on an equal playing field now that the caution came out and they had to pit for tires. Another race with a crash within a couple laps of halfway. Only going to be 23 to go when we get the green flag once again. Some good racing throughout the field before that yellow came out. This car works its way into turn 3. Into the restart zone and up through the gears they go. Green flag back out in the air. Side by side for the lead in turn 1. The 7 to the inside, the 09 to the outside, and Hamlin trying to put his name into this battle. And we got a wreck in the back. It's the 18 of Beach. A single car spin. We're going to try to keep it green, and Condra's going to go around. He's going to tag the gate of Shamela, and he's stuck in the middle of the track, and Ingram with nowhere to go. A big hit for the 09. That thing is, the rear end of that car is all knocked out. We're going to have to take a look at that replay. I'm not sure what happened there. We cut back to the leaders and Contra was destroyed. Just going into the corner and the rear end starts to step out. Didn't really have any room to save it because there were people 2 by 2 behind him. And then, fortunately, only one other car involved. It's always a dangerous situation when you have a car sitting broadside like that in the middle of the straightaway. Nowhere to go for Ingram. Take a look at his point of view of that. You can see it starting to happen in front of him. And with all the smoke, there was no way he could have seen that coming. Well, back live. McGillen still has the lead, and his biggest contender being Condra with that crash. That puts him in a great spot. Don't think Shamela got any damage out of that, surprisingly, considering he got the front end of Condra's car when he was spinning around. That definitely shook up the battle for the lead with taking out one of the main drivers who looked like they had a shot to win it. Condra's going to have a lot of work ahead of him to try to work through the rest of the field. All the way back in 13th. In a race that's been very hard to pass. If anyone could do it, it's going to be Condra. Just not sure if he has enough time with only 19 laps to go once we go green. And it looks like the 76 of Neff blinks out a little bit. And that Squirrel McNutt machine. Into the restart zone. The green flag is back out in the air. McGillen with a good restart. He's going to get clear of the first row. Side by side for second behind him. Oh, and we got trouble. Somebody into the wall. I think we're going to keep it straight. That's the 18 of Beach. Actually, no, that was Youngblood. Oh, and another car into the wall. We got chaos happening all over the track. And Youngblood into the wall again. That right front of that machine is heavily damaged. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead heating up, only a tenth separating these two. Hamlet trying to work his way around McGillen. Got a little bit of breathing room back to Shamela. Trying to get some clean air on the front end of that 94 machine. Condra all the way up to 9th from 13th on the restart. will he have enough time to try to work his way back into the top 5? He's going to have to work his way around Ingram, and those two are having some beef after that Atlanta race. We're door to door now. Ingram going to run him down the track a little bit. More contact. Ingram's not going to like that. Like he tried to get into him into the corner, just didn't have enough momentum. Oh, we got a car is destroyed on the bottom of the track. Looked like Baxter. Not sure what happened to him. Nose to tail for the lead, only separated by 10th of a second once again. Hamlet really wants to get the lead, just not able to quite get to the 7 yet. Contract is 6th from that crash with Baxter. The 94 is there. Gonna have to figure out a way to get around him. Doesn't look like he's gotten close enough to make contact with the 7. As he's gonna get into the wall coming out for turn 2, that's gonna hurt his momentum a little bit. Running a little bit higher that time, trying to build a run down the front straightaway. Not quite able to gain any time there. And Condra up to 4th, making a move on Derek Hick and Jeremy Bolt. And they're going to make a little bit of contact coming off of turn 2. Condra has the fastest car on the track right now. Oh, and Derek Hitt and Jeremy Bolt gonna crash. And that's gonna bring out the caution. What happened there? Those two were side by side. They were door to door behind Condra. Oh, and just looks like the 21 bounces off the wall. Nowhere for Bolt to go. He gave him room. Pretty big hit for the 21. Lucky Bolt didn't come up the track in front of the rest of the guys that were behind him. Not a particularly big crash, but I can see why that warranted a caution. Not usually a place you see guys hitting the wall where that 21 hit. Kind of in the middle of the front straightaway grass. And the driver's working their way down pit road. Pretty much everybody gonna stop for tires. Although it looks like the 7 and the 13 stay out. Not a lot of laps on their tires, but enough that they could be at a disadvantage. Marty Shimela going to get to 3rd from his pit stop. Condra all the way back to 6th. Ingram able to get around him. I believe this guy took 2 tires. The ones that got around Condra. Now we're going to get double file again with 1 to green this time by. Going to go green with 6 laps remaining. This could get hectic. Not a lot of time left and a lot of cars still in contention. 12 cars on the lead lap. Some very interesting racing. It was fun to see Condra passing everybody during that last run. Kind of fortunate that the caution came out, but unfortunate that he lost some spots on pit road. Pace car retreating to the safety of pit road, and we're gonna rack him up and set him free once again here at Rockingham. Oh, and Ingram very aggressive on the restart. Nearly caught the rear end of Shamela. And they're 4 wide behind them. How did they make it stick? Oh, and Youngblood into the wall again. Somehow kept it mostly straight. They're side by side for second. Getting away. Does he have enough tire to hold on to you guys? A good battle for second. The car's under a blanket here. Hamlin actually in the quick three. 4 laps remaining. Cut off about a 1/10 that lap. He's gonna have a shot to get there if he keeps up this pace. Getting there is one thing, and passing him is another, though. Will he have enough time to get around him cleanly? Or will he have to put the bumper to McGillen? Made a big dent that lap. A lot faster out of that 94 machine. And Contra side by side with Shamela for third. Two laps to go. Gonna be the white flag next time by. Does Hamlet have enough to get there? Lost a little bit of time down the backstretch. And the white flag is out. One more time around to settle it. The 7 to the lead. The 94 behind him. It's going to be 0.2 of a second into turn 3. The 94 drives it in deep. Not able to get things outside. Going to make some contact with the wall. And McGillen is going to get the victory. Going to get it by 0.2 of a second. And we got some cars crashing behind them. So McGillen going to get his second career win in the Super Nitro Series. A great drive by him. Going to have Hamlet in second and Elliott Condra in third. These guys all will receive points towards the prize for the Summer Points Championship that we're hosting. Did you see him doing his victory burnout? That was a good finish. Glad we got one that didn't have any controversy that time. Gonna have to look and see if we have anybody we want to interview this time. Let's see. We have a little bit of beef between Derek Hitt and Marty Shamela. Let's see if we can get Derek Hitt in the booth to see what that's all about. Derek,
hello?
This is LDogg in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
You appear to be mad at Marty Shimela.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I am.
What happened?
So, coming to the white flag, Marty gets moved out the way, I believe. Hold on, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the replay right here. So, he gets loose or something, right? Then turns the 18 interstate car, right? Turns it. And then decides to come back down into me. I almost turn him. He saves it. And then he body slams me into the inside grass, man. It's stupid, really. He thinks he's all this. This man owns a race team and he's out doing this type of stuff.
I mean,
What is he
hold on, hold
doing?
on.
Was this on
May I-
the white
may I-
flag?
This was coming to
It
the
was
white
coming
flag.
to the white flag.
I didn't even see that. Oh,
didn't
whoa.
look that
Whoa,
bad.
The zero was
seemed
flying
like-
through the air.
Yeah, and then
It
the
seemed
zero
like-
flies through the air.
Yeah, he definitely moves the 18. But the 18 looked kind of out of control coming out of the corner the whole race.
I think what happened is Ingram drove it in a little deep and clipped him. And then I'm not sure if Marty thought he was clear there or something, but he came down and got into him. And then he was trying to like gather it up and Derek clipped him and got him out of shape. And then that's kind of what like led to the whole thing. From there, oh, squirrel was upside down almost. That was wild.
Yeah, and he just goes up in the air. Like, this is not the first time I've had a run-in with this guy. He owns a race team, and yet he drives like this, man. What is he doing?
That didn't really look that bad to me. That kind of just looked like all of you guys running for the same spot at the same time.
Yeah, it wasn't really that egregious.
I mean, I've definitely seen worse. I understand why you're mad,
You know-
though, because you don't want your race to end like that.
Yeah, it's not the first time I got wrecked. I got wrecked by his teammate, too. Not even a few
That
laps
is-
ago.
That is true. He did get
Bolt's
run
running
up in
so
the wall.
slow back there, and then I go to pass him on the outside, and all of a sudden he sends it into me. Hold on, what lap was this on? It was a few laps ago.
Looked like you bounced off the wall that time. Unless there was some net code.
Hold on, when was this? Where was this? I think it was this lap. No, it was before this.
I want to give a shout out to Ingram.
Like-
In turn 1 with 2 to go, he drove it in there. I think he was trying to punt me or something, but he just gave me a bump and it got me right past Marty. I think that we were going to be racing to the line there, Marty and I, if it weren't for that. So shout out to him for helping me get through to third there. Kohler McGillen, he was flying the whole race.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, he was.
definitely. It looks like you had a shot to get to him until you kind of self-spun on the one restart.
Oh yeah, that restart, I completely sold that restart. That was funny.
Wasn't exactly the best move I've seen out of you.
No, that was a massive skill issue. I mean, I went through the corner. It's like at Rockingham, it's like for the first half of the corner, it feels completely fine. And then as you get to about the 3/4 point of the corner, it starts to like it'll like jump out on you, and that's what happened there. And I just got sideways. I got clipped by a couple of cars, and then somebody came barreling in full speed and T-boned me. And
That
that's
was
what knocked the
Ingram.
rear out of it.
But yeah, I want to thank Marty Shmela Motorsports, and I want to thank Sonic. I want to thank Ford. I want to thank this 21 team for all the
W
races
Advertising.
today. Yeah, W Advertising.
W advertising.
W Advertising. This is not a paid partnership. But yeah, I want to thank Marty Shmela Motorsports and all their egregious, horrid teammates. Thank you.
Might be something to watch in the future with the beef between you and the MCM guys.
Absolutely. Especially Jeremy Bolt.
Ooh.
He's one of the main ones. The other ones are not that bad, but Jeremy Bolt, he was quite a menace today in the 3 races.
You heard it here. You heard it first here, folks.
Definitely the first time we've used the fight channel for fighting in the Discord server.
Yeah,
Kinda
me and Marty are
surprised.
right now. He said my bad. So, me and him are right. Me and Jeremy, though, we gonna fight. I gotta find him in the hollers after this. My fists are ready. I got my gloves on. He's gonna get messed up.
Let me tally up points real quick.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Try to see where we are in the standings.
Yeah. Well, thank you to Super Nitro Design and LDogg Designs for running the races tonight. So, I'll be here next week if I own the stuff. Hopefully, I'll have an actual sponsor by then that gives me money, because I'm broke. I'm poor. So, I gotta fix this car after this too. That's gonna be fun.
You're gonna have to work overtime this week.
Oh yeah. Same with that. The 87's car. That thing got messed up by Brad, by the way. Oh, and you, Elliot. What was that push, man?
Hey, you said you could take it. You said
I
you
did
could
say I
take
could
it.
take it. I
You, in
couldn't take
fact,
it.
could not take it, unfortunately.
Why was Aaron May
Unfortunately.
disqualified?
I think there's a glitch because it happened to Brad in race 2. He was getting laps back and it disqualified him. He had no black flags, anything, and it disqualified him. It happened to Brad too, because
Oh,
I think
hope...
it happened to Brad. I'm not positive.
We'll have to look into that. I hope that's not from the update.
Because I think it is, because I heard about that in a different Discord server.
Well, they better fix
But I
that
didn't-
because that's...
I didn't actually think about that before. So we might have to, like, actually genuinely wave around cars.
I mean, that's not too hard to do, but that's still a little annoying. Because it's not what I wanted. I was wondering about that because I noticed he started the race, and then the next time I looked, he was just not in the race anymore.
But yeah, if you look in the Crashes channel, hold on, I gotta post it. That wreck of me and Marty looked much more egregious than it actually was. Now I look at the replay. Yeah.
Marty
Me and my
got
headset.
10 there. Did Marty get points there? 10 and 5, so he got 15.
So
Uh,
we'll get the point
Wolf.
standings, and then I think we'll call it a night on the broadcast. Thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. Got some pretty good viewership. Decent, at least.
We got 11 likes, bro. That should account to a 4th race. Please!
I have to get up really early tomorrow.
Nah. I'm gonna call you a slur.
Ryan got 1.
You're still on the broadcast.
Oh, that's why I didn't say it. You know,
Man,
I'm gonna recreate Ingram earlier. Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna say a slur. Wow, 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 wow.
Jeremy Bolt got a point.
Is he even in the Discord server yet?
I don't know if he has Discord,
Really?
but I feel like because he's part of MCM and Marty keeps him up to date on everything, I feel like he should still be allowed to run.
Yeah,
for
no,
the
I wasn't
championship.
planning to not make him eligible. I was just wondering.
Like I know we had the rule thing.
Well, I wanted to at least be people that, like, we know actually race a
Like
lot.
people that show up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it just makes it easier
Alright.
to track.
That's good. And then I got him. Is Peyton Hamlet in here?
I don't think so, but still just add them to the...
Peyton Hamlet.
Yeah, and then there was a wreck on a certain lap. It was like 10, 15 laps before the finish. The 19 got loose and just hooked her right into the wall. I think he might be dead.
Oh yeah, that was
I
horrible.
was
caught
so
the
bad.
end of that, but it was under green and there was no caution. I was watching Condra, I think, and And then I saw the car fly
It
across
flew
the
across
screen.
the screen.
Oh, so I have it clipped right here, actually.
And then, did Ingram score points at all? Finished
I
fourth.
I think he
Finished
wrecked out
fourth.
on all of them.
Yeah, he didn't score points. He finished fourth in all the races. All
Consistent
the
I
races
finished
that he
last in
attended.
both
not
of
good
them.
enough.
I finished last in both races. But yeah, I have
And
a clip right here
then
of that
Wyatt
wreck
has 1 point.
on board helmet
And
cam.
then
On board helmet cam right here, guys. Only here on the LDogg Design Super Nitro stream.
You know that
Got-
no one can see my screen, right?
Oh, I'm absolutely aware. It was horrendous.
I hope this is. Hold on. All right, Marty 10.
It was so
Oh,
bad.
10 5 1, right?
He hit my car too.
Wait, what?
Marty got a 10 there. I got a 5. And Ryan got a 1. All right, that's correct. And then Mike got his 10. Marty got his 5. And Jeremy got his 1. And then Kohler got his 10. Peyton got his 5. And I got my 1. All right.
Okay, so Elliot, you do have the points lead then. And McGillen in second, and Shamela jumps all the way to third.
How dare I finish last in both races?
Dude,
'Cause I get
If
wrecked out.
Kohler just shows up to one race and just wins every week, he might still have a chance at the points.
Well, I kind of wanted there to be a lot of emphasis on winning when I made it such a basic format. It's definitely feasible if he's able to just steal one every week.
Where is the format at?
I mean, today he deserved it. He absolutely dominated.
It's in announcements in the pinned message.
Oh, okay.
So this one was Marty.
I believe that Kohler now leads the all-time wins list with 2 wins.
I believe that is correct.
Elliot could tie that, but Ingram wrecked him, so.
Yeah, for real.
That is
For real,
definitely
bro.
not what happened.
No, that's what happened. I saw it on the stream, bro. Ingram turned left into Elliot and wrecked him coming across the line. Trust. Facts.
Did you see he
checked
tried to
by
wreck
me.
me like 4 times during
Yeah, I saw he was a little
during
aggressive.
Rockingham. He whiffed after the finish line too. It's hilarious.
Well,
wait, did
thank
he
you
try
to
to
everyone who
kill
tuned into the
Elliot?
stream. We'll be back at it again next week.
Ingram, I'm a.
Just want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll
Oh.
we'll definitely be doing some more racing next week. Hopefully, we'll get some better car counts, but definitely nothing to be ashamed of tonight. And we'll see you next time here on Super Nitro.